Hello teachers, I'm Miss Sheila, and for today's video, we'll be talking about the application process with Poly English. So for today's agenda, we'll be tackling about the requirements as well as the process, and I'll give some tips for pronunciation test and demo video. Now, let's start with the requirements. So the company requires at least bachelor's degree and they require teaching certificates as well. So if you're a licensed teacher, your PRC license will be accepted. And if you haven't got a license yet, you may acquire ESL certificates. And also they require at least 1 year of teaching experience. Now, for the technical requirements, if you're a Windows user, you should have at least Windows 10 or higher. And for the CPU, should be at least i3, but I highly recommend that you use i5. And for the Mac OS, should be Mac OS 10.15 or higher, and it should be MacBook Pro or iMac release after 2016. And you may use MacBook Air, but make sure it's released after 2020. And for the memory, at least 8 gig RAM. And for the hard disk, should be at least 20 gig. And for the network, should be at least 50 Mbps. And make sure teacher use a high quality camera and as well as noise canceling headset. Now, this will be your application process guide, so you may take time to screenshot this part. All right, so first would be the basic information. Second will be your device test, and in the same test, you will have your pronunciation test. And for the third part would be your demo. And fourth will be your training. This will be self-paced. And lastly, your background check. Okay, so how to create your account in Poly English. So once you click the referral link that I gave you, you will see this page. So just input the necessary information such as your email. And you can create your own password. So once you input your email, you will receive an email from Poly English. So that would be your verification code, but you haven't received one. You may check your spam, but still, if you haven't got any, you may resend the code. Now, so once you're done creating your account, you may proceed with step one, which is your basic information. So in the basic information, this is just basically about yourself, your personal information. But I would like to highlight your photo. So in your photo, make sure it's professional looking because moving forward, this will be your picture for your teacher profile. But you still have the choice to change it in the future. Okay, now in the second part or the step two, that would be your device test. So once you pass the basic information part, you will see this second part where you can see a Poly English logo. So this will ask you to download the application of the Poly English. So you have two options here. If you're a Windows user, you should click this one. But if you're a Mac OS, click this one. Okay, so once you downloaded the application, you will be asked to log in your credentials. So it's the same credentials as your website credentials. Now, once you logged in the application, just click your icon or your picture, and then under settings, you will see the device test. So once you click that one, you will see this page. And then just click start automatically. The platform will run through a test in your device. Now, in the same step, you will conduct your pronunciation test. So in the pronunciation test, expect to read a 1 paragraph testing your pronunciation skills. So I highlighted some of the words that I think we struggle the most, and you may practice these words. But still, make sure that if you are in this stage, to practice 1,000 times your pronunciation before submitting your recorded video. So you heard it right. So this is not only an audio test, it's video recorded. So make sure your background is clutter free. Now, in the step 3, this will be your demo part. So in the demo part, you have two options. First is you may submit the recording of your actual classes. So this means that you may submit your previous classes from your previous companies. You may just hide the face of the students or cover their face. Then the second option would be recording yourself. So in my case, I record myself using Zoom platform, and all you have to do here is to download their PowerPoint presentation and use it. So make sure you review it before submitting the demo video. Now, when it comes to the demo, these are the points that you have to remember. It doesn't have to be long. Just share 5 to 8 minute video of your expertise and your teaching personality. And make sure to follow their standard format. So in my case, I created my own tarpaulin. So I'll just paste it on my wall. And also don't forget a Poly English logo. Now, next would be the reward system. So since we're teaching kids here, it's very important that you invest in colorful reward systems. So that would much be better if you have some colorful eggs or plushies, some medals or trophies. Also, make sure that you show how you give encouragement to the kids through these rewards. And also, teachers, don't forget to show or give your full energy because you wanted to impress the admins that you can get the attention of the kids. And lastly is make sure that you observe proper pronunciation and grammar. So we'll be teaching English here, so might as well show the admin that we can teach kids proper pronunciation and grammar. Also, teachers, you may show in your video how to correct the kids effectively. Not too much, just be soft because we'll be teaching kids. So make sure that we correct them nicely and properly. Now that we're done with the demo video, we may proceed with the step 4, which is the training part. So in the training part, doesn't involve any trainers. So this is purely self-paced through the Poly English application. So you will record yourself through the platform that you have downloaded in step 2, I believe so. So in this part, you will see this icon, start recording. So once you click that one, you will see the pop-up here in your website. Okay, you will see a pop-up here on your website and just click Open Poly Teach and automatically the platform will pop up and automatically will record the class. And also, if you want to practice beforehand, you may click here and it will show you the interactive or the actual training material. So just so you know, the training material is interactive. So you have to click all the things that you need to click. I mean, you answer it correctly, okay? So the specific things that you have to click since it's interactive. So the goal of this step is for train yourself to navigate the platform. So now going back here, so once you click the start recording, the classroom will be created automatically. And also, teachers, make sure you allow recording permission. There will be instructions there. But in my case, I don't have to allow the recording permission as it automatically record my class. And also, teachers, please take note the recording duration will be 60 minutes, but you can extend up to 20 minutes. But if you're unsatisfied with your training video, you can re-record and take note that your latest recording will be reviewed by the admins. In the training part, you will see on the upper left, I believe so, the read and the practice. So if you see read, it means you have to read it aloud or read the material. But if it says practice, it means that there are things that you have to click or there are some activities that you have to do. So once you pass the training part, you will proceed to the documents check. Now in the documents checked, you'll be needing these documents. So first would be your NBI clearance proof that you don't have any criminal record existing. Second is your certificate of employment or your COE. This will serve as your proof to your teaching experience. Third would be your intro video. Doesn't have to be long, 1 to 2 minutes would be enough. Fourth is your valid ID. And lastly, your CV. All right, teachers, if you have any other question, just kindly comment or ping me in my social media accounts. So, yeah, I think that's all for today for our application process. I hope you learn a lot. And here are my socials if you're interested to reach out. So, thank you so much, teachers, and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye.